What's good, Wave Familiar? This is JK, and this is UNWAVERD. This is a new series that I'm doing, and being that we celebrating 50 years of hip-hop, I felt like I should talk about some rap topics, being that I came from the rap world and I was a rap artist, that, you know, that I've been wanting to talk about, and some that's kind of come new to the scene. So the one thing that I seen was with Ice Cube. Before y'all start, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You already know what it is. And make sure you get your merch from PlayaWave.com. All my content on there, my merch. Go cop that drip. So you already know. So let's get into it. So I seen something where they were debating with Ice Cube, and they asked him, was No Vaseline better than Tupac Hit 'Em Up? Now, you know, those are two iconic diss songs of all time. So, of course, Ice Cube said that his version was better, No Vaseline, because he went against the NWA, which at the time, it was just him against 4 rap members, and he killed it. You know what I'm saying? So I went back and I listened to both songs, Tupac Hit 'Em Up and No Vaseline. I ain't gonna lie, I was stuck. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really get in to see which one was better than the other one. So what I did was, to end this argument, and obviously this is my opinion and, you know, how things go, that I should, you know, break it down in some form of categories to see which one is better, you know, depending on based on the categories that I said. So these were the categories that I came up with. And like I said, this is all subjective. Like, you know, I'm not, you know, saying I'm the end all be all, I'm the guru of rap and all that. I'm just breaking it down the way that I could, because me just listening to both songs back to back, I was just like, I was stuck. So that's why I broke it down into these categories. So the first category I broke it down to is lyricism. That's one category. Of course, the 2 MCs, we definitely got to see what the lyrics is hitting for. Second one is impact. You know, diss tracks, there's been a million diss tracks in rap throughout history, but we want to know what impact did the actual diss track have on its opponent, right? Next one is replay value. If the song ain't jamming, you know, ain't nobody gonna really care. You know what I'm saying? So replay value, I feel like, was another good characteristic. The next one is target. It matters to who are you aiming the song towards. Is it, you know, a local rapper? Is it mainstream rapper? I feel like target is one of the main components of a diss track. The last one that I wanted to say was quotables. Quotables are what makes the song stand out, and certain things make the song stand out. So I said you need to have quotables. So let's start with the first one, lyricism, right? So let's start with No Vaseline. So let me get a background on both songs. So, you know, Ice Cube was a response to NWA's Niggas for Life. Sorry, off the Niggas for Life album, the song Real Niggas, and the song they did before that, 100 Miles and Running. So No Vaseline was a response to NWA's song. Tupac Hit 'Em Up, Tupac Hit 'Em Up was about Tupac dissing Biggie. I'm all discombobulated right now. So that one, that's what the two songs was about, right? So going off of lyricism, right? If you listen to No Vaseline had very good lyrics. He had a lot of good wordplay. He had good word schemes where he was saying that, you know, they were masters on the plantation, talk about Jerry Heller, their manager at the time. You know, you getting dogged by a white boy. He had bars on there. So the lyricism when it came to No Vaseline was second to none. You know what I'm saying? So that's that category. So let's go into Tupac Hit 'Em Up. Tupac Hit 'Em Up, in my opinion, I'm gonna say this again so y'all don't kill me in the comments. In my opinion, did not have the lyricism that No Vaseline had. Did Tupac have a couple lines? Yes. But most of his lines was more jokes, more disrespect on that end, so it wasn't as lyrical, and the Outlaws, their verses weren't that lyrical as well. So as far as the lyricism characteristic, I got to give that to Ice Cube for No Vaseline. All right. So the second one, I said, hold on, I gotta get my notes together, gotta get them together. Impact. So based on each impact of the song, starting with No Vaseline, No Vaseline definitely had an impact because when he dissed them, they never responded back. So it was a crazy diss track, you know what I'm saying? And it was, at that time period in the early 90s, it really did what it was supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely did have impact. But, you know what I'm saying, Tupac's Hit 'Em Up was very, very, very had a crazy impact in the mid to late 90s. And the reason I say that it had a crazy impact was because of the video. The video used to come on every single day. The song is just so blatantly disrespectful that it just had a crazy impact. And the reason I'm going to put the impact towards Hit 'Em Up is because you had a visual to go along with the diss track. It wasn't too many songs that was out there. Maybe like F with Dre Day, they was dissing at the time, he was dissing Eazy-E and all that, and that had a video, but it had nothing compared to Hit 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? They had the fake Biggie in there and, Puff and Lil Kim, and the impact of Hit 'Em Up was definitely greater to No Vaseline in my opinion. So that one I got to score Tupac Hit 'Em Up. What's good with y'all? Wave familiar. This your boy JK again, and I'm showing you here for y'all to go on my website, PlayaWave.com. If you trying to get the latest merch / drip for you to wear for the wintertime, summertime, don't matter. You can wear it at any time. Definitely get it. You can definitely get it on the website here. If you want to see all of my content, definitely go on here in the music or PlayaWave TV tab, and you're going to see all of my content there. Definitely support your guy, and definitely go on www.playawave.com. Know that. The next one is Replay Volume. Both songs, both had good beats. Both, the rhymes, things of that nature. But the Replay Volume, I have to give it to Hit 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? Hit 'Em Up just had the chorus. It had the favorite lines, the way it started off with Pac's verse. That definitely, the replay value when it came to that was second to none too. So I got to give that to Hit 'Em Up. So if you're keeping score right now, there's 2 for Pac right now for Hit 'Em Up and 1 for No Vaseline. All right. So the next one I said was Target. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you shooting at when you go in the booth doing what you got to do. So let me break this down. So for No Vaseline, we had, he was coming at NWA, right? So NWA back at the time was the top of the top groups in the game, probably the top group in the game at that time. So that was a huge target that Ice Cube was going after. And being that he left the group, at his height, you know what I'm saying, it even made it even more crazier because the odds were stacked more against him at that time because he went solo and people thought that, he was going to fall off solo, and they was, NWA was dissing him on the Niggas for Life album, and they was, the odds were stacked against Ice Cube. So for him to come back with No Vaseline, it basically cleaned his slate, you know what I'm saying, and it solidified him as one of the greats. He already was a great, but I'm just saying No Vaseline definitely put him to the top of the top, being that he dissed the whole entire NWA and they never came back. So the target there was NWA. Now for Hit 'Em Up had Pac, and Pac was dissing Biggie. Of course, Biggie and Pac was one of the biggest in the game at that time. Especially Biggie at that time. He was at the height of his career. And that diss track definitely put things in perspective of, Pac being the top rapper coming at Big. And, and they could say there were more targets, but primarily the song was about Big. So I'm just going to say the target was Big. You could say Big and Junior Mafia. He did talk some stuff about Mobb Deep and Chino XL, all that, but he was just talking. As far as the rhymes go, the hook and all that, I have to give that to him directing his target at Big, you know what I'm saying? So you have NWA and you got Big, right? So of course, I'm not going to compare Big and NWA. We're not going to say who's the better artist. I'm not going to do. So what I'm going to do is I got to break it down, right? So when it comes to the target, you have Ice Cube that's going at 4 members, right? He's going at 4 members of the group in the whole song, right? So that's one guy who was part of that group that's going back at that group, and he's not at his, top yet. Like he had albums and stuff like that, but NWA was NWA. So he's basically the underdog, coming at NWA. So you have that, but on the other side, you have Tupac going at Big, but he needed help from the Outlaws. So it wasn't just him solely going at Big. But even with that, I have to give the decision to Ice Cube for No Vaseline when it comes to the target, because it was him going at 4 people that he was already in a group with, and he was truly the underdog in that. So there goes that. So right now it's tied up. You know what I'm saying? Now we have the tiebreaker, right? The last category I said was quotables. Quotables, to me, I feel like are very key in these type of songs and diss tracks, because it's stuff that sticks in your mind that is going to go on and on and on. From, all the diss tracks in history, Ether, Takeover, The Bridge Is Over, all of those diss tracks always has something, a quotable that's always going to stick with you, and that always solidifies that song was a great song, right? Or there were also great lyrics or rhymes or hooks or whatever the case may be. It was something that stuck with you, right? So for No Vaseline, very, very lyrical song. Like I told you before, Ice Cube did his thing. Metaphors, wordplay, word schemes, all of that. Definitely did his thing. But in No Vaseline, there weren't that many quotable lines. Like there were a couple lines where it was like, oh, let's set it off. Used to be my dog, now you just went. So like couple, oh yeah, but compared to Hit 'Em Up, not even close. Like starting off, first off, it'll be in the click you claim. Everybody grab your Glocks when you see Tupac. All quotable lines from Pac, and even starting off the song, even at the end where he was saying, when he was talking his trash and all that, those is quotables pretty much. So that edge, I'm going to have to go with Tupac Hit 'Em Up. So that was the tiebreaker right there. I have to say, with those characteristics that I broke down, I got to give it to Tupac Hit 'Em Up. So I'm not going to lie, this was hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I love both songs. I love both artists. It was hard for me, but I had to break it down into certain characteristics to say, all right, we need to break this down from just take it away from a fan's perspective. We got to break down components of each song to know, this one is better than, to, say which one is better than which. And like I said, this is all subjective. This is all my opinion and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not the end all be all. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all think JK is tripping. You think that, No Vaseline was better, and tell me the reasons why you think it was better, or you agree with me, or you think that there were more characteristics that I should, break down in these type of songs. Let me know. Once again, it's your boy JK, and this is Unwavered. If you want any type of promo on PlayaWave TV, definitely hit me in the DM on my Instagram, JK PlayaWave, for any type of promo, clothing promo, sponsorships. Definitely hit your boy up. Know that.